Welcome back to another vlog, everyone. As you can see, we're starting on this mammoth project of popping in a sprinkler system. I don't know whether the timing's particularly good. It's a mammoth job and I've got a lot to do. It's Wednesday today and clients are in on Saturday. I really don't know whether we're going to get it done in time, and it looks a right mess. Let's get on. I've got a load of pipe work to do inside first, and then we'll be back outside fitting that and starting on the sprinkler system. It's hard to think on a day like today, when it's raining, that we're going to need kind of sprinkler system, but we do. So before I go ahead and do all my pipe work, I just thought I'd lay things out to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. If you can remember back to when we had the borehole done, the guy said there was a lot of kind of sand and grit that was kind of stopping him from advancing, and that's where the water was. Well, the pump's going to sit a bit above that, but you just never know. There could be a bit of grit that comes through the pump and up into the water system. It'd play havoc with anything, whether it's the sprinklers or the what the French call the goutte à goutte, so the little drop system on the water beds. So what I'm doing is I've got kind of like the pump and something else going on here, but we'll come back to that. Got arrival of water to this T. So there's two possible routes. One is a bypass, which we don't really want to use, and the other route for the water will be going through these two filters that are actually in parallel, so we don't lose any pressure or kind of quantity of water going through. So basically I had to pop those in parallel so we get a nice pressure through to those sprinklers. I'm going to get this done now, and hopefully the sun looks like it's coming out, so we'll be able to start fitting things outside in a bit. I forgot like a kind of major bit, which is the distribution. So of course the water's going to come this way, and then we're going to distribute. I've got a hose, two sprinklers, and the drop system for the water beds, for the flower beds. I've left two extra ones in case we need any more sprinklers, but we'll come back to that because I think we might just need one more sprinkler.
How's it going, Ed?
It's been a long afternoon.
It has.
Thank God you didn't film it because you'd got pretty darn bored. All of these little pieces of pipe all had to be cut, screwed in, and then obviously all this had to be put on the wall. But I'm getting there now. So I've got my kind of bypass there, two filters there so we don't lose too much pressure. And then we're going to have a pipe come off down here, down to this manifold here, and we're going to have a little hose for the garden in case we need anything, like for cleaning off around the terrace and stuff. And then we've got our two sprinklers. I'm going to have another sprinkler eventually on one of these two. And then this is the, I've left the electronics inside, but this is the drip feed for the plants. So yeah, we're getting there. I've just got to connect this up now and we'll be almost there. But we're losing daylight as well, that's the problem. It's the end of the day. It's been a hard Wednesday with the kids.
It has.
I've got my pump to go in here. So we've got a line to bring down here for the pump. We've got a sprinkler that we're going to pop here. That's going to go... I'm going to start running now, Anna, so you're going to have to keep up, okay? So it's going to go all the way over here. It's going to come all the way around here. Hopefully it'll get most of that. This one sprinkler is going to do all this. It's going to come all the way around here, and it's going to get all of that. Yeah?
You mean come all back of the sides over here, because you're going way too fast.
So it's going to come back round here and get all of that area there, yeah? We've got another sprinkler. It's going to be installed here, and it's going to get all of this connecting up with where we've just been. It's going to get all of that. This sprinkler here is going to get all this area down here towards the front of the house, and then it's going to fill in to where that other sprinkler kind of stopped. Same sprinkler is going to then sprinkle this area here. Eventually we're going to have another sprinkler down the bottom end of the garden, but right now we can't have that sprinkler. I'll explain why in a minute. So we're going to put the pipes in, ready for it, and that's going to have the whole garden covered with 3 sprinklers. For those of you wondering why we're doing all this work and all this expense, I suppose, it's because last summer I kind of got the grass, well no, 3 years ago we put some lovely lawn down. It was beautiful. Then it died off in summer. Last summer I got rid of all these weeds and things and we had just grass, and again it died off in summer. So we need to stop it dying off in summer by putting this nice sprinkler system in.
We got Denny on the roof here, don't we?
Yeah, did Denny catch your eye then, Anna? Yeah, he's come because, again, it's something that should have been done a long time ago, but we didn't realise. Basically, those stones on the top of the roof, the kind of facade there, they're letting water through, and we keep getting cracks coming through into one of the bedrooms in particular. And so he's zinking up the top of those stones along with the garage and along with the extension, so it's all going to look really neat and tidy, and no black marks either. They're all going to stop. Morning everyone. We're lucky we've got the sun with us today. Really important bit of the installation is this pump, and we could lose it if things go wrong, but I'm going to put the pump in and then I'll be able to connect up, and that means I've got water connected to the system and we're on our way then. This here is the cap for the pipe going into the ground. I've done knots at 4 meters 50 from the top of the pump. Apparently, the guy who did the actual borehole said that the optimum spot to have the pump is 4 meters 50. So that's what we're doing. I've got a security here that will go over that spade I've put next to the hole, just in case something goes and it all just falls down the bottom of the well, because it's quite deep. It's more than 4 meters, it's like 10, 12 meters.
Don't pull me with it, Ed. There's cables right
Whoops.
where my feet are.
It's all right, it's not one of those kind of wells, can't get you that deep. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Going in.
Yeah, do you want to come and get a shot of it going in, Anna?
Yes.
Well, let's go.
Oh, okay, it's going in that tube.
Yeah. That was it hitting water at 2 meters. I've just checked with another piece of cord.
Okay, I'll just move because I don't want it to get me.
Well, best laid plans with the spade, it doesn't really matter. There we go. That is at 4 meters 50 now. I have to get that tightened up on top of the pipe.
What is that? Oh, the top part.
Yeah, it's like a cap, so no rubbish goes in down the pipe. There are small gaps for air to come out, because apparently when you're pumping water out the ground, even if it's artisanal, is that the right word? You know, like a spring almost, you still have to have a place where the air can get in case you create some kind of pressure down there, and and it stops pumping. So got to get that top on and then get that connected up, and we've got water to the system then. Okay.
I thought you lost your glasses there for a minute.
I know, I keep worrying about that. I'm going to put them on, first of all because I need them to do the work, and second of all so they don't fall in. Somehow I've lost one pair, haven't I?
Yeah.
So is it time for an Ed's tiny tip whilst you got me in the sun with a...
Oh goodness, go on then for the tiny tip.
Are you going to put that jingle in?
I don't know, maybe.
Put it in now, go on. So when you're tightening bolts up on something like this that's circular or big span, you always tighten up equally. So you start with two opposite ones, then another two opposite ones. Otherwise you can get in a world of trouble. It can, just different situations create different problems. But yeah, always do it equally when you're tightening up.
What are you up to now, Ed?
Timing is impeccable as always. Okay, so if I've connected things correctly, when I plug this in, pump should kick in. These should fill up with water, and eventually water should come out of the bottom pipe. Should, and there shouldn't be any leaks. So let's see. Oh,
We can hear something.
yeah, now I'm not so sure if that's how that fills up, but I think that's filling up, that's the problem.
That's a problem? Why?
Well, that's why we're not seeing water up here.
Oh, okay, so it's not bad.
We're hitting 3 bar, and I don't know how... Oh, I know, hold on, you ready?
I am ready, yeah.
I think I think I'm going to have to stop it. Hold on, because I've got to open one of these up.
Oh, I can see the water now.
But problem I've got is I'm going to have to quickly... This is good news, Anna.
Wow. I'm glad you know what you're doing.
There we go, that's full. Uh-oh, I think I've got a leak here. Or here, we'll see.
Well, it's plenty of time to sort it now anyway.
Yeah, they're only hand tighteners, so you know, it's very hard to be 100%. There we go, that's purged. I don't mind showing everyone how it goes in reality, even if I make a mistake.
Well, it's the first time you're doing it, so it's normal you're making a mistake.
Okay, let's let that finish dripping a bit. Like I said, I can see a bit of a problem here. Check that out after.
Oh, that's what that was. You're lucky I didn't throw that away.
It's never happened before, has it? Let's see. So that's all good. My leak here, and I don't know whether that's leaking because we've got water dribbling down here. That's not too bad. Maybe check this one. Doesn't like the first opening.
There was some strength going on there.
Yeah, it didn't want to because it's just the airlock behind it. But the good news is we've only got this one that seems to be a problem. So I'm going to work on that and then we'll get going on fitting the sprinkler system.
I was wondering, is it drinkable water?
It's not that deep. Generally, the deeper you go, the better the water quality is. No impurities, no nastiness from the surface. You could make it drinkable, but that would need UV filters and things like that. And you have to test it every month in France, so it's quite a rigorous test. It's going to have a lot of calcium in it, so it's not going to be great. But yeah, I suppose it could be drinkable. But for the safety of people staying in the house, we're just going to leave the house on town water. At least it's been tested by the town, and you know, there's nothing that could fall on us then. See you for a minute. So we've almost finished this, Anna. We've got a little clip to get in. This here is called the APA Sense 2, and as per the title, these are going to save us 15,000 euros. I'm going to just get these kind of clipped off. It's just literally a little water connection. Get the cable connected, and same again for the other one. And then tomorrow we're going to get them set up correctly. But yeah, basically the guy who actually put the well in for us came back with a quote for 17,800 euros, and pretty much the same technology here. Well, actually more advanced technology with AI. This is going to work so much better, and all in, even if I was buying these, I'd be at 2,800 euros. So 15,000 euro difference is huge. But we'll come back onto these tomorrow once I've got everything filled in and everything clipped in and electrics on and everything. So APA are selling this as a movable sprinkler system, which is great, but for me, I think they're missing out on something here, because I think these are great looking and they will actually work as a non-movable kind of sprinkler system. So you'd buy a few more, and at the price that they're at, with the control valve and everything inside it, it actually makes sense to buy more than one of these. So yeah, I'll come back onto that again tomorrow, but really good product.
But you can use it as you wish. You can have it movable and...
Yeah. I think one of the main things, reason why it's you can take it apart and take it away, is for winter, so that your pipes don't get frozen and you don't have any breakages inside the system. Well, I've contacted APA and said, you know what, you're missing out on a little bit. You could have more sales, but you could also create a insulating, we'll call it a sock, an insulating sock that you put on top of it, so in winter your pipes don't freeze up. So they're looking to develop that as well, but I have to show you tomorrow when we get it all plumbed in and working. I'm going to have to talk about what it can do. It's just an amazing product.
Je mets une pâte pour pas que ça s'envole avec le vent. Faut voir de quoi on est parti là-bas.
So as I said yesterday, this is the APA IriSense 2, and it's what's saving us €15,000 by not paying a professional to come and install sprinkler heads that eventually go wrong. You know, they're popping out the ground and always rusting up and things like that. You always have to replace them after a while. This is a completely different system, and it's actually a 4-in-1 system. So you have your electronic valve in there. It's a sprinkler, obviously. It's a control valve as well. I almost forgot that. And the fourth thing is it's a nutrient feeder too. So you can pop a little nutrient bottle in there and it'll feed the grass.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, not only does it feed the grass, it actually sprinkles in a way that is kind of kind to the grass, shall we say. And you can do all these different maps. We're going to go through that in a bit. And also, it saves money not only on the installation, but it actually uses 40% less water than a standard sprinkler system. And on rainy days, it doesn't actually kick in because it's got a little rain sensor on it too. So it's really well thought of product, to be fair. To be fair, it's a real easy product for a DIYer. You get this smart interface and everything's done through that, including the mapping. You can see on top here it has pressure gauge. It sits at 0 until you start using it. When it needs to go far, the pressure pumps up in it. It's actually a TUV certified, tried and tested by TUV. So it means that it's been tried and tested, that it keeps that kind of steady pressure. Which is really important when you're using the pressure to deliver the water to different areas, if that kind of makes sense. Because once we've mapped it out, it doesn't just do the extremity, it uses the water pressure to keep like kind of going back and to over different lengths of that area. That kind of water projection is called soil pulse, and it's really good for the root system of the grass and also the nutrition's in the soil. So I mean, there's a lot of, like I said before, there's a lot of technology in it, and also it's been really well thought of. So, you know, it's an amazing piece of kit, really. So just for a quick show of how it works, I'm going to map this area here and then we'll leave it kind of doing some sprinkling. But basically the idea is, with the jet, you're kind of going along the edge of here, it's not going to be the easiest along here, and maybe I'll come back and redo it, you know, meticulously so that I get that perfect curve there. And then afterwards we'll go around there, and basically once we've done the full square, it will then know where it's got to water. And of course you can do different map areas as well. So we're going to have that area there and this area where you are, Anna. So I'm clicking a little thing there saying, right, we're starting there, the area. Okay, so I've done the map. It was a bit of a quick one, to be honest, so I'm probably going to go back and just finally adjust it. But yeah, you select that map, and of course you can put schedules, which I'm going to have to do, and away it goes, sprinkling that area. I think I'm going to probably start at 4:30 in the morning because I've got 2 of these for the time being. Schedule it as many times of the week as you want. It's just brilliant. The link's down in the description if you're interested in them. I would suggest not just one of these products if you've got a large garden. I'd get the products so you don't have to move them around. You can move them around, but I'd go for more than one of the products, to be fair, because at the price that it's at, I think it's well worth it. If I keep talking to you long enough, Anna, that sprinkler's going to come around and get you.
I can see that.
But I mean, at €470, minus our 5% discount for our viewers, which is obviously linked down in the description with a discount code. I think it's well worth having, you know, certain areas covered by certain machines, and rather than moving them around. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this product. Certainly got our stamp of approval, hasn't it, Anna?
Definitely, and we're even going to get a third one just down there.
Yeah, we've got pipes in ready for the third one. On a day like today when it's a bit gloomy, yeah, you think, well, who needs sprinklers? But in the middle of summer, when your grass is burnt, that's when you realise you really need sprinklers. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to give us a bit of hype. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Get subscribed. See you all next time.
See you soon.